All right, hello, boys and girls. This is a weird one. I don't know if anybody's ever going to have this problem, but somebody brought this to my attention, and I thought, I'll try to figure it out. And anyway, classic bob hair. This is the regular hair that I brought over from Daz in Daz and saved it out. Nothing really special about it. So we're going to import it into Character Creator 3. I'm going to show you a potential problem. So I'm going to do basic because remember we don't need the skin texture. We just need the... So here as it comes in, a lot of times, and I've mentioned this in my other tutorials, sometimes it comes in as cloth and you can change it here to what particular kind of thing it is. So if we change it to hair, okay, and why it identifies it as cloth versus hair, I think is how it's bound, or weighted. But if we change it to hair and bring it in, which it is hair, supposed to be hair at least, it acts weird and bizarre. And as a matter of fact, it will crash iClone. It won't crash Character Creator, I don't think. It might. But it does weird things. So we're bringing it in, coming in, and I can tell you right now, this is the wrong color. This hair should be dark. So that's the first tip off. If you look over here, the base color of the hair, see it says dark and it's weird here, and you can't change this without possibly crashing it. So the first thing I did was just to try to troubleshoot this after bringing it over to iClone and crashing iClone, is I went and converted it to an accessory. This is good and instrumental just to understand what happens here. When you convert to an accessory, you kind of remove the item from the normal branch of things. So if it's cloth, or if it's hair, or if it's shoes, something becomes an accessory. And if I convert it to an accessory and bake the current shape, just leave that shape alone, although that probably won't make any difference because we haven't changed it. You'll notice immediately the hair now is correct, okay? So now it's right. But it's not hair, okay? So it's not hair. So in order to make it hair, we go into transfer skin weights, and we go and change it to hair, and then we apply it. And then at that point in time, it is hair. And then you might say, well, what do you mean by not hair? Well, as an accessory, it would pivot differently. It just wouldn't behave proper for hair. Plus, it wouldn't have hair characteristics like occlusion and things. So you want it to be hair. Okay, so that works. Why does that work? I don't know. Because it came in as cloth, and that was wrong. The cloth shouldn't behave like that. So it's just weird that it works that way. Now, you might say, well, the other way to do it is, if I bring it in the first place and don't say that it's hair. In other words, if I just leave it alone, leave it to what it says it is. It thinks it's cloth, I'll leave it as cloth. And one of the things about cloth, you can use cloth for like beards and mustaches and things. And you can't use hair because hair is attached to the top of the head. The main difference between hair and cloth is that hair is attached to the head, so that, and if the head resizes wrong, you can also resize the hair. So the hair's selected here. If I go into to that hair, it's not hair. So you notice I can't resize it. I can't. You don't know what I'm doing. But none of these controls here are available. I can't resize or fit or scale or move. And sometimes with hair you have to, particularly if you adjust the head a little differently. The hair might not sit properly. So it really needs to be hair. So again, this is cloth now. So if we go here to transfer skin weights and we make it into hair, okay, apply that. So now it will become hair. And as soon as it becomes hair, then these things now are available to it. So now you can move it around. It's still attached to the head piece, but it can be adjusted. And a lot of times you need to do that with hair. Sometimes you need to actually get it adjusted just right. This hair is actually adjusted pretty good, so you don't need to. But with cloth, you can't do that. Cloth is attached to the body. Now, you can do that with accessories, but you can't. So anyway, so that's the weird thing. So sometimes when something doesn't come in as hair and should be hair, the place to do it is in here, is in the transfer skin weights. Leave it as cloth when you come in, transfer skin weights, and then it will be okay, I guess. One of those mysteries that hopefully you guys will never come across or never have a problem, but if you do, now you know how to solve it.